All right, hey. All right, let me do all my usual housekeeping things. If you're new to the channel, my name is Alan. This is Flip House Finds. It's not just the name of a YouTube channel, it's the name of a small business I started back in January 2025 where I sell Pokemon cards and trading cards online on TCG Player. So if you are new here, thank you for being here. Jackovic, what is up, my guy? What is up? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, let me go over here. I need to do all my normal copying and pasting. Super quick. But we've got some stuff we need to try out tonight so we can be ready for the 1,000 subscriber live stream next week. And I've got a bunch of fun giveaways. We can talk about some of that tonight. Mandy. Hey, Mandy. Mandy and Jackovic. This is kind of the way it started. You two guys in here. We get Cameron in here. It'll be the three amigos. I've got my music too loud in my ears here. There we go. Turn it down a little bit. All right, let's see here. Self-promotion. We are live! Exclamation point. I could do an everyone on that, but I'll do that next week. I don't want to do that for every live stream where I like do the @everyone where everybody gets a notification. That's funny, Mandy. The first time you chatted, it didn't have your like the rocket grunt or rocket logo. And the second time you did, I do see your logo. That's interesting. All right, I'm about to sneeze. Where's my mute button? Oh, this time of year and allergies. I've been out in the yard way too much the last couple of days. Let me try camera 2. Do I have that set up okay? Nope, needs to come down. I never turn it down far enough. It's always just... I always think I'm turning it down too far. Pointing it down too far, not turning it down too far. That doesn't make any sense. All right, what was the last thing? Oh yeah, I was gonna set a goal. I was gonna set a super chat goal, another 5 super chat goal. I'm gonna do it differently than I did last week. Last week I did all color levels and it didn't process those properly. So that was weird. Oh, and then I created a document last week that I wouldn't have to remember all that from scratch. Huzzah. Oh well, that's got a fire up word. And I have a notebook. Okay, why didn't that copy that? There we go. All right. Goal created. Just started a goal. See goal. Can I see the goal? Oh yeah, 2-hour goal. 5 super chats. Nice, nice. All right. I think I've done all the housekeeping stuff now. Got a super chat goal going. I got the link in our Discord server. Got some of our usual suspects here. And guys, you may have noticed over just the last couple of days when you go to my videos now, I've never noticed an ad playing before or after my videos, but now that I'm monetized, that's on the channel. So whenever you watch an ad on my channel, yeah, I get a few pennies, nickels, dimes. I still don't understand how it all works. So I'm still trying to figure it out, but yeah, excited to finally hit that goal. Thanks for those of you that helped me get there. If you're chatting in chat or chatting future in chat on tonight's video, to chat, you have to be a subscriber. So every subscriber helped us get there. And so that's a huge deal. A huge deal. I have an extra little pop-up down here. Oh yeah, so apparently I get like a portion of YouTube Premium somehow as well. I'm not sure how that works, but We had that for when my kids were younger. We had YouTube Premium because, you know, some of the ads that were being fed on YouTube, if they were on YouTube, were some, yeah, just were some things that our kids were too young to fully understand, and so we paid for premium for a while. But we haven't done that in the last couple of years. Sometimes I wish we still did, just because sometimes I want to get into some content and not see an ad. But now that I'm monetized, I kind of have a little bit more grace for the ads because I know I'm helping the creator by watching the ads. So yeah, just different perspectives now that I'm on the other side of the creator economy. All right, so I definitely want to show you guys also, or talk about what we're giving away. I am going to give away one giveaway tonight, actually, and I want to check it out. I want to do my full giveaway procedure from top to bottom, and I have a bunch of sealed promos that I'm going to give away one by one next week. But I had a duplicate of this one, so I'm going to give this away tonight on the stream. This Jolteon EX Prismatic Evolution stamped card, still sealed. So I have a bunch like that that I'm going to be giving away. But yeah, super excited about next week. And my wife and I are trying to figure out how to make the back here look a little bit more festive and celebratory. And so we're coming up with some different ideas to do with that. So yeah, hopefully we'll have a good solid stream. I also have, like, now that I'm monetized, I think that just snuck past 200 orders. Oh, that's cool. Eloy in our chat, in our Discord, just got past 200 orders in TCG Player. That's awesome. So you got an ad tonight before you jumped on, Mandy? Yeah, this is what I want you guys to tell me, because when I set up the live stream, I had to choose how the ads were going to be disseminated throughout the live stream, so throughout the 2 hours. And so I could either, like, set it up to where I think I could, like, say, like, how often. Hey, what's up, Eloy? I was just saying good things about you. Or I could do it where it was automatic, and automatic was recommended. And so I'm curious how often you guys are going to get ads. But I also have the button on my Elgato Stream Deck that allows me to play an ad. So, like, I know in about an hour I'm going to have to go move my water sprinkler. And so I was thinking about, at least then, if maybe not before then, I can hit that button to see what happens on the stream. And I'm wondering also, if I hit that button, let's say that we're about to do a drawing next week, and I want to make sure nobody gets fed an ad while we're doing the giveaway. If I hit that button preemptively to play an ad, does that kind of reset everybody's ad clock back to 0? So there's some of that kind of feedback. What's up, Oren? Let's see here. Before and in the middle, right before I said I got the ad. Oh, so you've already been fed 2 ads, Mandy, since you've been here? One at the beginning and then one a few minutes ago? Interesting. Hey, what's up, Oren? Good to see you, sir. But anyway, I'm going to have to go move my water sprinkler. So this is all new to me. I know when I watch, like, PokePaster TCG stream, that throughout his stream, I'll be fed an ad every so often, but I've never paid attention to what the frequency of those ads are. And so I don't want it to take away. Oh, Mandy, yes. Okay, interesting. Well, if you get fed them too frequently, I don't want people to be, like, completely overwhelmed with ads, but I know that's part of the process of the monetization. And so I can do some more research on that, because it's literally, this is my first live stream I'm doing since I've been monetized, so I don't fully understand how it works. So if it's a bad experience on your side, please let me know. Also, let me know if it's a skippable ad, because those ads normally you only have to get like 4 or 5 seconds in and you can skip it. I'm assuming even if that's fed to you and you hit skip, that the monetization still happens. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like I'm starting from scratch again now that I've been monetized. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. we'll figure it out together like we do all the other things. So yeah, on the stream next week, I don't want to get ahead of myself. This is a 2-hour stream, and I'm just anxious to try out the giveaway wheel tonight, and we don't have to give away anything to try out the wheel multiple times to make sure it works. But I want to get enough people in here, and my number keeps resetting to 0, which is weird, even though I know there's more than 0 in the live stream right now. So that's weird as well. So yeah, right now it says concurrent viewers 0, but I know that there's several of you here. I know my wife is probably stream lurking as well. But yeah, on my screen it shows 0 concurrent viewers. So like on my stream deck, I have one of my stream deck buttons tells me how many people are watching, and then over on my screen over here where I can see all the chat. Oh, you know what? That's something I need to figure out. Stream manager. I know there's a way. Oh, I can see the chat over here. Oh, that is super cool. I can see the chat on my screen, not having to look over here all the time. It actually pulls up over here. Okay, so that's how I'm going to be able to see. But when I look at it, I'm looking the opposite direction, but I'm looking over there when I'm looking at... Okay, I'm going to have to figure this out. I got chat in 2 places now. Are you guys still here? I'm just curious. Because my numbers are not. Over here it tells me you currently do not have an active public live stream on YouTube. Go live will connect your chat. Oh, then I see the chat, so that must be it is connected. But I'm showing that we have 6 people on my little button on my screen. All right, thanks guys. Yeah. All right, we got. Hey, what's up, Flyboy? All right, guys, let's try this out. Let's try this out for the very first time. All right, the instructions should be on the screen. All right, here we go. Here is the wheel. Okay, so in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see where it says exclamation point, the word join, and you can enter the giveaway. So in the chat, type exclamation point join, and let's see if it automatically populates this wheel with your names when you do exclamation point join. So let's try this. Let's see if this works, because I worked with something I got to brag about. In Meld Studios, which is what I use to do all my streaming and all my videos, there is an AI chat bot built into it that helped me build out this wheel over here. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Oh, it's working. It's working. Heck yeah. There's my wife, Jennifer. Look at that. That is so freaking cool. I was able to choose the color. I mean, so you have to pay, like when they first introduced the AI, they gave you so many credits. I'll give some other people a chance. Exclamation point join if you want to jump on the board. I just saw Oren type it in. It takes just a second for it to register over here. Oh, so cool. And can you guys hear the noise that it's making too? The little ping noise whenever you join? That's so cool. So every time we do a giveaway, people will be able to join each spin of the wheel. All right, we're gonna spin this wheel, guys. We're gonna spin it. Everybody's got a 20% chance. Let me see, I think I click this, Oh, let me get Brandon in here. Brandon's in here. Brandon, full disclosure, I'm not giving away anything right this second. I'm just testing out the wheel and you guys are helping me. All right, everybody's got a, what's 6 divided? Less than 20% chance. 18%, 16% math. All right, here we go. Just for giggles, we're spinning the wheel. That's so cool. It worked. Look at that. That AI, I don't know how many gallons of water I polluted by using the AI, but we did it, everyone. We did it. All right, let me spin it again just for giggles. Jakovic. Okay, I want to make sure because that's two separate people. Let's spin it again. All right, cool. We got 3 different people so far. Let me spin it again. Thanks, Brandon. Brandon won twice. All right, let me see if this works. Reset. Okay, cool. And then so every drawing. So what my plan is that everybody can enter for everything. And I think right now I have 10 or 11 things I'm going to be giving away. But before the stream is over tonight, we're going to give away this guy right here. And you do need to be present to win because you have to type in join to join the wheel. This isn't worth a ton, but I just thought it'd be fun to give away. Kind of highly sought after by a certain subset of people. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that's what I want to try. Try to join right now when it's not on the screen. And I want to see if it actually does it or if that has to be active. I'm not hearing any pings in my ear. Okay, I see 2 of you have typed join and that's popped up. Yeah, so try to do exclamation, I keep saying asterisk, exclamation point join, and let's see if it populates it, even though that's not the screen that's active up here. I'm curious if I'm gonna have to have the wheel active or if I can promote it with full screen here and then people can join, and then when I pull the wheel up, if it'll already be populated with people. Yeah, thank you, Flyboy. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Rocket, or Mandy. Thank you, Jakovic. Okay. All right, so let me make sure all those have popped on my screen over here. They have, so let me pull up the wheel and let's see if it's populated. It has, okay. All right, so basically I can reset the wheel each time, and even if it's off screen, it's accumulating the names on there. So that's cool to know. So like it can be kind of populating behind the scenes, and then I can just slide it into the frame when the time comes. And just for giggles, let's spin the wheel again. Man, Brandon, he's won 3 of the times. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know if I buy it. I don't know. All right. Very cool. All right, so around, let's wait till 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, we'll do the drawing for this guy. And then my plan is, what do you guys think of this? My plan is to just have the people, I'll write down on my list, you know, who's won and who hasn't. Not who hasn't, that would be silly. Who has won what. But then for me to get your address, you would have to email my email address. Yeah, Brandon, I'm sorry I don't have anything to give you yet. I'm sorry if that's going to be kind of put a sour taste in your mouth if you don't win anything tonight or next week. But thank you for helping me test it out, man. Really appreciate it. But yeah, so I would write down who won, but since I don't know everyone's address, I would have to have the people that won send me an email with their mailing address, what they won. But here's my plan for next week. Tell me what you guys think of this. I'm open to feedback. I'll have everything set out on the table back here, or, you know, well, I'll explain at the beginning of the night what all we're giving away and what order. Oh, thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it, man. And you can enter into every wheel spin, but you can only win one thing. So let's say that you win the very first thing. And I'm going to try to do it to where the most valuable thing is a little bit later in the stream. So, and honestly, if any of you win and if you get an ad tonight, if you would let me know in the chat, and in the chat let me know if it was one you could skip or not, and then how often you're getting them, because I have no idea how this monetization thing works and I'm not in control of any of that. Eloy said, hey Mandy, my neighbor made me a new white card scanner stand in white and it's worked very well with TTG Player app. Oh yeah, Mandy, I do have some feedback about the scanning tower that you made me. I did try to use it some today. So so anyway, so if you win the very first giveaway, that's great, it's yours. But if you win something later in the evening, you can say, hey, I want this instead of the thing I won before, and then the thing you wanted before, it goes back up for grabs. So we'll spin again on that thing. Because I want to give away If I give away 10 things, I want 10 different people to win. And so, but at the same time, I don't want someone to be bummed that they won something earlier in the night. And so it's kind of like a, what do they call that? Like a dirty Santa kind of, where you can exchange it for other stuff. Not anything. I thought about every time you spin, you could just pick whatever you wanted. But that seems to me people would pick the most valuable or the more highly sought item first. And then it would just be towards the end of the evening, people would be being drawn for the maybe the least desirable. And I want to keep people in the stream, obviously, because I want to celebrate 1,000 subscribers. And so that's the way I'm going to do it, is like start with maybe some of the lower value items. And if you win that, you're not bummed out. You're still in it for every spin. It's just you have to give up one of your other items, the other item, if you want the item that you won, if you happen to win again. That's my thoughts. Feedback in the chat. Let me know what you think. Eloy said, there goes an ad. It was a skippable one. Nice. I'll pay for you premium. I have a feeling you won't get ads. Yeah, you won't, Oren. Brandon said, I've got premium, so can't help with the ad thing. Yeah, understood. Thank you, Brandon, for claiming. When they email you, make sure they send a screenshot of their YouTube profile too. Oh, that would be great. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. Yeah, because anybody on the live stream could email me and claim that they're somebody that they're not. Yeah, so Eloy said the first ad he got was one that he joined. Yeah, I don't think the very first one you get fed up is skippable, but I think the other ones are throughout, so that makes sense. Again, I want to try to figure this out. I don't want to be all about the monetization to the point to where I ruin the experience for you guys, but at the same time, I understand that's part of the game of being monetized is ads being fed up for you by algorithms. Hopefully the ads you get aren't all about 50-year-old diabetes medicine or something like that. So email me a screenshot. What did you say, Brandon? Screenshot of their YouTube profile. Yeah, I might need to create a slide that pops up or something that kind of gives those instructions. And the thing is, it won't be till the end of the night. At the end of the night, I'll be able to see a list of who won what. And I would be expecting a profile picture from those people. And I would assume their email addresses would relate to their name somehow. So. Sorry, normally I'm just going to talk your guys' ear off, but jotting some notes down. Yeah, that makes sense, Eloy, that the first ad would be like that. So yeah, so Brandon, what I use, what's up, Retro Mike? Oh, that's a good call, Retro. Profile will also show the date that they created the account. I like to add a clause that your account has to be at least 30 days old. Ooh, I like that. Mike's old hat at this. I like this. So people don't just create accounts to try to enter. Yeah, for sure. Brandon said, "Do you have?" So, Brandon, I use Meld Studios, which they're pretty new to the environment, to streaming, but their stuff is so user friendly and their community is fantastic on Discord, and so that's what I'm using to create all the things. So, and give a time limit on claiming if they don't want everything to drag out for weeks. Ah, that's a great idea too, man. You guys, why do I even do this? You guys are just helping me. Account at least 30 days old. I would say claim in the next 7 days, or we're gonna give it away on the next live stream, right? Claim before next week's live stream, or it's gonna be back up for grabs, because I'm gonna give it away. Love these ideas, guys. Guys are helping me protect the community and protect people. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I would do 2 to 3 months after. other channels I moderate, I'd even do 6 months for big giveaways. That's insane. Yeah, some people already have alt accounts that are 3. I got another ad, but was able to skip it. Okay, thanks, Mandy. Thank you for that. Loving the feedback. Loving the feedback. Gosh, Mandy, that's 3 ads in 24 minutes. I don't like that. I mean, I chose the duration to be... That is something I can change the duration, I think, and one of the drop-down menus on the channel is the frequency of them, but it's not. But it wasn't a rigid frequency. You know how they do? It's like, oh, low frequency, moderate frequency, high frequency, and they were like high frequency not recommended, moderate frequency recommended, low frequency not recommended again. So it was like I was like, well, I'll choose the moderate one, but I have to. Hey, what's up? What's up, Z? Trying to remember what I called you last time. Did I call you Z? Is that right? Zed, isn't that what they say in Down Under? And then Europe is Zed instead of Z. All right, so email me a screenshot of your YouTube profile that has to be at least 30 days old. Yeah, I don't want to drag this out for, you know, a month or two. Like, I'm just going to say, like, hey, I mean, if you can't, the things I'm giving away are not going to be like of the highest value. I mean, it's going to be, I mean, for a channel like mine, I haven't made a lot of money, and so like I'm giving away probably, I haven't looked up the value of the slab that Mandy sent, but I mean, it's going to be, see, one of the cards is worth 30, and her slab, I mean, it's going to probably be $150 worth of stuff. I mean, it's not going to be, I don't have like any Gem Mint 10 Charizard base shadowless, all the things, base set shadowless Charizard or anything crazy like that, but it's just stuff that I just would love to give the community. And so some of the things that I picked up in collections that I picked up, yeah, and so Mandy's donated, Oren's donated a couple PSA, oh, I got to get those. I don't think I've added those to the number. Some PSA magazines that have some collector stuff in them. So yeah, I appreciate all you guys that have helped do that. Brandon said, and Lori still comes around here. That's who brought me. We moderate for some of the same channels, so try to get in contact with her about names of a few people who try to enter with multiple accounts. We have a list. Oh, that would be helpful. Yeah, I mean, the first time Lori showed up at my channel that I know of was a week ago, last week. So. But yeah, I think we have communicated back and forth through comments at least. So usually do low frequency for live streams. Moderate can be excessive, especially on mobile. They'll run ads every 5 minutes. Oh, okay, let me read that again. Usually do a low frequency for live streams. Moderate can be excessive, especially on mobile. They will run ads every 5 minutes. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I'll make a note to change that if it ends up being crazy tonight. Jakovic said, Brandon, do you mean accounts has to be at least 6 months old, not 6 months to claim? Oh, sorry, yes, Brandon says 6 months old at least to enter, not claim, or 2 to 3 months. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Okay, sorry. I thought you were saying, yeah, thanks for the clarification, Jack, appreciate it. Yeah, I thought you were saying they would have up to 6 months to claim, or 2 to 3 months, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Brandon said, "Oh, that's when I came too." Yeah. So yeah, the first time I saw Lori in here was last week, and honestly, it's due to her, yeah, promoting this and her with her influence that pushed me over the top for 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, I think I'm at like 1,015 subscribers now, which is just fantastic. So excited just to see some of that momentum. Yeah, 1,015 subscribers right now. So cool. 72 hours for the giveaway. Yeah, I would say 7. You know, I will say, because I do have Mayhem. We have Mayhem sale going on tomorrow. Gosh, I took this week off. Did a staycation. Been getting some stuff done around the house. And I normally don't do a video on Mondays and Tuesdays back to back, but I did 2 videos this week. I just wanted to kind of push over that 1,000 mark. So. Lori is at 979 last I checked earlier today, so she's nearly there too. That's awesome. Yeah, the thing I also realized too is that there's different metrics if you create shorts and different metrics if you create long form, and I'm not sure how that works if you're creating both styles of content, because I've not the only short form content I've done has been on my Instagram, and so Instagram, I think I have almost 1,700 followers on Instagram. I was It's been really fun to be a part of. There's a couple of different Reddits that I've been a part of since I started this journey, in particular content creation. And so there's a NewTubers and a small YouTubers are the two subreddits that I'm a part of. And to see some different people come in and they just start creating content and they don't understand any of the metrics they're shooting for, or they think that they've gone viral and they haven't, or they actually do go viral and they don't know what to do with the fame or the recognition in that moment. And so that's always a challenge to try to kind of walk with people through that, because they're like, oh my gosh, I got 3,000 views on my video, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And then you see it's a short, and shorts, like the boundaries for YouTube for short content is like 10 million views within 90 days to get monetized or something like that. That's insane. Like I don't know. I mean, that's creating content that has to keep people's attention for a while, and the YouTube muscle for shorts versus for long form content, those are different muscle groups altogether, in my opinion. And so when I started this business back in January of 2025, all I was doing was grinding the business for 9 months, because I didn't start my channel till September 1st of last year. So it took me just under 9 months to get to 1,000 subscribers. And so, which is, I mean, again, super excited about that. No complaints. It was definitely commitment and committed to. And then I got like sick for 2 weeks around Christmas, and my metrics just kind of dropped off a cliff. And then I kind of had to rebuild momentum again to get going again. But I couldn't sit here and do that. So to create anything, I was so sick. Brandon says, if you do shorts on YouTube, add tags and they will get further out. But for monetization, live content is definitely better and faster to get. Yeah, and that's the other thing that I didn't start doing live streams. When was my first live stream? I did it on a whim because I had no plans to do a Discord server. I didn't have any plans to create a community where people could hang out during the week 24/7. I didn't have any of those plans, and it's just hanging out with you guys is what made that happen. Let's see, my very first live stream, what date was that? I started dating them, so it would have been in October. So I guess I've been live streaming for 8 months weekly. That surprises me. I feel like it hasn't been that long, but yeah, but doing the live stream is where I really started connecting with some particular people that are in our community. And that's where we started talking about this idea of, hey, what if I created a Discord server? Do you think that would be something the community would enjoy? And what if we did this? And what if we did that? And now many in our community have become my friends that I talk to every day through chats and through Discord and through private messages and DMs on Discord. And so had I not started live streaming, had I not built this computer and was willing to take a chance, like, again, I think the biggest thing when you're doing content creation is the consistency and willing to grow and willing to pivot, you know, if you need to. And it's, man, what a fun journey it's been. And I'm not just saying that because of the monetization. That certainly is going to be an exciting journey in and of itself. But yeah, like, I mean, if I could make a couple $100s a month creating content that's valuable and helps you guys and is something that I enjoy creating, man, what a blessing that would be for my life. I mean, that'd be incredible. And so, yeah, we'll see. Retro Mike says, ad revenue is also really bad on shorts compared to long form videos. I have a short with 150,000 views on my tech video, and the revenue on that was only $8. Yeah, I have seen that as well. I just hit my chat button. Let me see if I still have it set up from last week. Thank you for joining tonight's stream. Super chat. Yeah, okay. Brandon, it says 7 months ago. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, so that would have been October, right? 7 months ago? don't know how they do that. Retro Mike, the power of shorts is that you can link them to a long form video it relates to. I did that and ended up getting 150,000 views on that short and 100,000 on the long form video I created the short based on. You can definitely connect better through live streams. Yeah, oh for sure, Brandon. That's 100% sure. Oren says, it's been a blast watching you grow. Thank you, Oren. Always so supportive, man. Appreciate you. Brandon said, you'll never know unless you just go and do it. If you fail, at least you can say you didn't give up and you start again. Yeah, I think the biggest cautionary tale about, and I don't remember if I've talked about this on a previous live stream or if I actually create, my live streams and my pre-recorded content kind of get blurred in my head. But there's some people that will start a channel based on, I think the cautionary tale that I heard the most was on those YouTube subreddits that I'm a part of, is people that have started because they just wanted to start creating content. They started creating shorts, but their dream was to create documentary style long form content or just any kind of long form content. And so they built up this audience based on their short form content. And then when they pivoted their channel to long form, then they would get no views on their videos, and they were bumfuzzled why the people that their subscribers wouldn't be watching their content. Well, it's because they liked your short form content, and now you pivoted the channel to be long form because that's been your dream or your desire all along. And so, I've seen that cautionary tale more frequently than the opposite, where if someone does long form content and starts doing some short form content, that's as disturbing in their algorithm as the other. And so I like, Mike, what you said, like as far as if you're creating, like if I can get a snippet out of one of my videos, if every time I did a video, I found the best minute in there and edited to a short form that points back to my long form, that's almost kind of like a teaser trailer to the long form that people can come and watch. So I might begin to do, hey, what's up, Superior? Welcome, sir. Brandon, people get bored easy. Shorts are fast to the point and can be more entertaining. Third ad skipped, Eloy says. Okay, so that's your third ad in 30 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I need to reset that probably to not the middle setting, but to the lower setting, because I am when I go move my water sprinkler, for sure I'm going to try to push this ad button to see if it feeds everybody an ad, but I wonder if that's going to be an ad that's not skippable if I feed it to you. So Brandon says, but it also depends on the content. Ripping packs can be shorts, explaining videos, etc. has to be long. Oh, for sure. I have seen, like, I have Googled something here or there. Gosh, what video was it the other day? I was trying to find out how to do something to my car, or I don't remember what it was. Working on a piece of equipment I have in the garage or something. Excuse me. And one of the results was a short, and it was like a 74-second video, and it was just enough to show me kind of how to do what I wanted it to do, but it wasn't descriptive enough for me to actually do it. And so, yeah. Retro Mike says, look into Opus Clips. Opus Clips AI platform you can use, gives you long form URL, will create short snippets and smart enough to stitch segments together. Yeah, when I first started, I think one of my first couple videos, I fed it into Opus Clips because I had like a free trial or something like that. Yeah, for each video you give it, it will spit out about 20 different short videos for you. I'm trying to remember what that costs though, because I think I've already used up my free trial on that. But yeah, I wasn't super happy. Maybe the AI has been more dialed in, since I started doing this 8 or 9 months ago. But I wasn't super happy with what it chose, but maybe I hadn't really found my voice yet either. I think that was the other thing, is I went back and watched my first live stream, not the whole thing, but like the first 20 minutes of it this last week, and then went back and watched my very first video. And it's not necessarily cringy, but it is interesting how I've been able to develop my voice and develop my brand, if you will. I want to do a video on that. One of my next few video ideas is like, do you need a brand to do this? And you don't. Not content creation, but like selling cards. I had this pad all the notes in this pad, all the different things. Oh yeah, this is back when I first was setting up the Discord. There's like notes on here about Discord channels. I wanted to, I'll just flip you guys off. I didn't mean to do that. I was just holding the paperback. Notes from different videos I've done. So cool. What is this? Oh, there's actually some work stuff on here. I must have written on this notepad when I was working. I work from home on Mondays. Oh, there's actually some stuff on here from my counseling. If you don't go to a counselor, go to counseling. Helps you be a healthier person. Yeah, just, you know, lots of notes from like different video ideas if I'm sitting here gaming or doing something. Oh, there's some math in here. It's just interesting now that I've hit this milestone. Like, it's just kind of this, I don't know, going down memory lane, but not really. But I mean, it's not like I've won a lifetime achievement award or anything, but it is something where I'm like, man, you know, this journey's been a ton of fun, and I haven't arrived. I mean, it's not over, but yeah, just looking back over my notes. Oh, Mike says Opus Clips is free now, but it has a watermark on it. Give it a try. If you don't like it, then you don't have to pay until you want the version without the watermarks. I'm all about free stuff, man. So I don't mind the watermarks, but I also don't mind, you know, I don't know. I guess it is kind of odd to go back. I always watch, like, when my video gets released, I always watch my video like around the release time, just so I can kind of watch it again, kind of with somewhat fresh eyes, because I typically do most of my videos a day or two before they go out. And so it is interesting to kind of look at it with fresh eyes when it actually goes live, when it launches like that. So yeah, be interesting. All right, guys, let's do this again. For those of you that are new here, let's do this, and you know what? I'll wait for the giveaway. I'll wait for the giveaway. I don't want to outstay my welcome by keep having you guys test out my giveaway and not getting anything in return. Yeah, and I think that I'm going to ship these differently than I ship my normal cards, obviously, because these are in the sealed pack. I don't want to destroy the sealed pack in any way, and so I think I'm going to ship these the way that oh, Jacobic's already jumped into the thing here. Love it. Yeah, if you want to, let's test this out. Hashtag exclamation point join. Type that in if you want to have your name on the wheel. Oh, Eloy, yes. Yeah, so my current inventory I have listed right now is right at $350 worth of inventory that I have up right now. So that it's kind of what some of the stuff I've just not been able to list over the last several months. But literally that's all my inventory except for some bulk reverse hollows and hollow foils that I have that I may try to get listed tonight after the stream. But I need to, yeah, thank you guys for doing that. Yeah, exclamation point join. Yeah, so I need to buy some more cards. I need to reach out to my guys. Normally I'm kind of surprised. My main seller that sells to me, normally around this new release set, he reaches out with a pretty sizable collection. So, oh, semi-rigids. Oh, good call. I think I've got some semi-rigid soft card sleeves, exact fit slabs. Where do I have some semi-rigids? I'm pretty confident I bought some of those. If not, I think I have a way. Where did I don't know that I ever bought any semi-rigids, but I can certainly go on Amazon and do that, just to have those in my cut out cardboard the same size as the wrap, bubble wrap, and post it. I do this even in unsealed cards. Just had one of my sellers just ask me today if I needed more cards. Told him I was just thinking about messaging him. In a top loader, of course, Brandon says. Yeah, so when I first started shipping things out through eBay, I did the, what size are these envelopes? The A6s or whatever. This size. And what I did is I would take a piece of cardstock and I would cut it to fit and then make it like a sandwich with the cardstock over the top and then just tape the card. It was inside of a top loader inside there and then just ship it like that. And I think that would be sufficient to get them mailed out. At least that's what my thinking is. I could have sworn I had some semi-rigid card holders, but I'll just buy some before the stream because I have like a dozen of these to give out individually next week. So I recently connected with a new seller up here and have bought 4 lots of cards over the last week. Had 20 orders go out today. Took a nice chunk out of my inventory. Yeah, I've really been surprised. I listed over the last day, 24 hours, I've listed a couple hundred cards and I've been very aggressive with the pricing on them. 10 to 15% above market in preparation for Mayhem tomorrow. And yeah, I'm getting sales from that. And I've always been someone that, you know, with my pricing videos that you've seen, yeah, I'm always trying to kind of be competitive, but also like, you know, in the mix of some of the best prices. And I'm starting to see, yeah, I have 3 orders right now I need to do after the stream. But I'm starting to see the benefit of listing more cards at a higher price. And then when they sell, because if people are going to come back to your shop or come back to you because they trust your reviews and things like that. And so, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking through what does that mean for me in the future of the way that I list things. It's so funny, like I've been getting these, you know, every day you get the summary of how many cards you sold, how many pieces of feedback you received, and those kinds of things. And I've been reading through some of my reviews, and it's just interesting that an order that just went out 2 weeks ago already has a nice handwritten review, but then I get the comments from you know, the generic ones that just say no comment left. Those are the ones that are usually automated. And those are orders that happen before the one that's 2 weeks old. So I still don't understand how orders come in with the expected delivery date and all that kind of stuff. Still an oddity to me how all that works. And then the guy that got kind of picky about the card that I talked about in one of my videos, he gave me the most amazing review, and he ended up sending the card back to me, and I refunded his full purchase, and he still was able to give me a review. I still don't know how that works either, because I thought when you did a full refund that people weren't able to do that, but maybe I misunderstand that. I don't know. I'm getting my window sized over here so I can pull up something on my shop here. If I pull it up too far, it tries to fill up my entire side monitor over here, and that's not what I'm about right now. Well, I guess we're just going to do this. It's pulling up my whole side of my monitor. Madness. Madness, I tell you. So yeah, most of my stuff now is in English Pokemon. I still have some Japanese. How many Japanese cards do I have? 27, and then one Piece. This One Piece card I've had forever. I aggressively, I made it lightly played, but I priced it aggressively, so I hope that I sell it tomorrow. Really, really do. Let's go back to Pokemon. So 163, and then 27, 180, 190, 191 cards. Well, that's not actually cards, it's individual cards, because I've got multiple copies of several. Like I've got 2 copies of this Pikachu right here. Does it say that? Oh yeah, it says 1 of 2. Several of the mega cards I have multiple copies of as well. Let's see. What other cards do I have multiple copies of? Well, be able to recognize him. Did I have multiple of Metagross here? Yeah, I got 3 copies of him. There's one card I have like 8 copies of it. I know I have a couple of this. Yeah, 3 copies of this Venusaur. Yeah, but I've been aggressively pricing all these cats to trying to get them sold and try to make a little bit more money than I would have otherwise. Even this Venusaur, I think I have multiple. Yeah, 2 copies of that one. See, I got a good selection of cards right now, kind of across multiple modern eras here. We're gonna do the giveaway in about 10 minutes here, guys. Still need to try to get this to the top and not have it make my screen wide. So did I fix it finally? Yeah, that works. That's better. Couldn't see any of your chats because I had it over the top. Have you heard from the buyer that wanted freebies? Yeah, he gave me a great review. All I did was send him like a reverse holo that was worth like 9 cents. So that seemed to satisfy his desire to want a freebie. Yeah, it was a bold move. I mean, literally, he completed the... Oh, I got to tell you guys what happened today. It's also going to be... I'm going to do a video on this as well. Yeah, headed to Florida later tonight, going to see if I can find a seller down there. Mandy lives down there. Go buy from her. Eloy says, I should really try to add some of my one-piece bulk cards. Yeah, today's the day. Been seeing a lot more bulk orders going out recently. Yeah. I would highly, I mean, whatever you can get listed tonight before you go to bed, and I'm sure the website was acting funny earlier today. I woke up this morning and first thing I did was I just, you know, got my cards out and just started listing. And I was having some trouble. I'm sure there was a ton of people trying to list throughout the day today. So I'm sure the later into the night that it gets, because the sale starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central. Is that right? And for those of you that have been on TCG Player maybe longer than I have, I always thought you got 10% back, but they're showing you get 8% back and 10% back if you're like a subscriber to TCG Player. Is that the normal? Is that the normal breakdown of the sales? And why isn't Mayhem right on the front page? Why isn't that the main thing? Let's see here. I'm trying to find... Yeah, TCG Player's offering 8% store credit back on all products until 11 p.m. Eastern. Okay, yeah, so it's 9 a.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So if you're Central, that's 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. tomorrow is the sale. Yeah, I thought it was 10% as well. Yeah, right here in this article, let me hit my browser here. Yeah, it says right here, TCG Player is offering 8% plus store credit. 8% plus. So 8% if you're just a regular shopper. I don't know that I've ever seen anything about being a TCG Player like subscriber or member. Is that a thing? Because I did see a listing that, or one of the advertisements they did for this. Get your stuff you want on Friday. Let me click on this one. Looking for the percentage in here. Fill your cart early. Choose where to spend. Make sure info's up to date. Do the research on the market trends. Consider those bucket list items. Look ahead for relevant meta games. Yeah, nowhere in there does it actually say. Yeah, so basically it was saying that it was 8%. And then up to 10% if you're a member. I saw that somewhere in an article. I don't know why that's not front and center on their website right now, though. It's a little confusing. The best sealed, new way to shop, favorite stores, best sealed magic. Trying to see if there's an ad. That is one thing I don't like about TCG Player is whenever I see an ad or some kind of article or something, it's incredibly difficult to go back and find it. So, whatever. Eloy said I would have been able to hand deliver the Gengar. Oh, that's funny. Yep. Retro Mike says 8% for non-subscribers. Subscribers get more based on how long you have been a subscriber. TCG Player has a premium membership. What does the premium membership cost? How do you even do that? Where do you find out that information? This website, although it does feel a step ahead of eBay's website, it's still sometimes incredibly difficult for me to navigate. Account. So if I go to my account, guys, I'm yawning on stream. That is a no-no. Sell with TCG Player. Look up an order. How do you become a member on the site? Premium member. Oh, TCG Player subscription. Well, I found it. Free tracked shipping on direct orders. I've never bought from Direct. Have you guys bought from Direct ever? I've never bought from the Direct program. I need to do that for research. Additional store credit during promotions. That's what we're talking about. Bonus store credit each month. Okay, that's interesting. TCG Player subscription. I like how clean the logo looks right here. I may have to steal that for future videos. $8.99 a month. Join now. See details. Your cardboard obsession just got even more awesome. Free tracked shipping through Direct. Extra store credit. So earn up to 3% store credit on all TCG Player orders 35 and up, including non-direct items. Subscribers also earn even more store credit during site-wide sales and exclusive subscriber-only promos throughout the year. Upgrade. Subscribe here. The longer you subscribe, the better it gets. Day 1, 1% additional. After 3 months, 2%. Yeah, that's what Mike just said. All that stuff. Interesting. I've never seen this page before. And I'm on this website all the time. So I don't get it, but there we go. TCG Player has a premium membership. Jakovic, 6 minutes. Oh, 6 minutes. Yes, 4 minutes now. You can yawn. You're human. Thanks, Mandy. I've never heard of this. That's expensive. Yes, I don't disagree. Generally, the subscription isn't worth it unless you spend at least 1K plus on cards each month. Yeah, it's almost kind of like you're getting like a cashback credit card or something, you know, kind of. So, all right, let me pull the wheel up since we're close to the giveaway. All right, if you wanna join the giveaway, who all's done it? Mandy, Eloy, Flyboy, Superior, Brandon, exclamation point join, and we're gonna give away the sealed promo. It's actually not a pro. It is. I mean, would you consider this a promo? It doesn't have the Black Star promo at the bottom, but it's Prismatic Evolution stamped. I mean, to me, this is a promo, but it's not technically a promo. But yeah, we'll spin to give this away, and then I'm gonna hit the add button to see what that does. Jennifer, if you're still watching, my wife, don't join. Don't take the joy away from one of my friends. Don't be that woman. Although I could deliver this to you instantly if you were to win. Yeah, Oren says, yeah, promo. Yeah, I would consider this a promo. It's an MCAP. So what? Yeah, what does that mean? I saw that on several cards I listed today. MCAP. What does that mean? MCAP. Is that miscellaneous? Hey, Miranda. Welcome, Miranda. First time I've seen you in the chat. Welcome to the stream. If I win, give it to Jennifer, Mike says. Okay. Oh, give it to my wife? She won't do anything with it. Then I'll just give it away next week. Save on shipping costs if she wins. Yes, that'd be the only benefit. She wouldn't enjoy it near as much as you guys would. Yes, she's watching. I know she is, but like. Oh, thank you for testing that out, Jack. I meant to test that out. If someone can do exclamation point join multiple times, but it automatically filters you out, which is fantastic. That's really, really good. All right, we're gonna wait till We're going to wait 40 more seconds, and then I'm going to spin the wheel. We're going to celebrate the winner, and then I'm going to feed you guys an ad while I go move my water sprinkler. Super exciting stuff. Super exciting stuff. Oh, and I'm the quiet one. Well, Miranda, thank you for lurking. I appreciate you being here. We all need to just be quiet sometimes. I'm an introvert, so I like the quiet. That or just some chill music. I listen to music all day long, and this kind of music is kind of like my vibe, just the lo-fi, just something in my ears that doesn't have words to it. If it has words to it. All right, guys, it's 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. We are going to spin the wheel. Last call, exclamation point join, exclamation point join. I'm showing that we have 12 viewers in the channel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only have 10 people in the drawing. Brandon said, enjoy your ad timeout, guys. Tell me how it is. Let me see how much. Yeah, I have 3 minutes left on my water sprinkler timer. So, all right, last call for exclamation join. I'm going to spin the wheel in. Hey, White Fox, get in here. Join. There you go. All right, we're giving away this sealed promo, Jolteon EX. Basically, variants, non-Black Star promos fall into that category. Yes, Mike, that's what I figured. So we're giving away this card. All right, and we're going to spin the wheel. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Spin the wheel. Rocket Grunt Mandy. It had to be. It had to be Mandy. Mandy has been one of the longest time supporters of the channel, giving me the card to give away the tag promo next week. Your generosity paid you back with at least this card here. So Mandy, way to go. Super proud of you and excited. This does not exclude you from next week's live stream, but you did win this one, so I will get that in the mail. In fact, what I'll probably do is hang on to this, Mandy, for you, just in case you win something next week, and mail them out together. And so, Mandy, thank you so much for all your support. I really, really, really appreciate it. You've been a great, she's one of our moderators in the Discord too. So it only makes sense that Mandy won. Thank you guys. Thanks for everybody helping me test this out. And I'm gonna hit the reset button now. Look at that. And go back to full screen. Okay, guys, I'm gonna push this button that says play ad, and we'll see what happens together. I'm gonna go move the water sprinkler. I might be gone for like 2 minutes. Take a potty break and come back and join us. Don't go too far. Don't go too far. I'm afraid to do this and lose some of you, but come back and we're gonna keep hanging out and keep talking. And I want to show you all the things I'm gonna be giving away next week, so you can kind of get a little bit of a preemptive knowledge of what it is. But I'm going to put up the Be Right Back screen, and I'm going to hit this play ad button. I'm nervous. Let's see what happens. Hitting the button in 3, 2, 1, now. All right, guys, give me feedback. Give me feedback. Did it, Brandon said, I still see you. Yeah, you saw me for sure, because you have the premium or whatever. Eloy said, sponsored ad 1 of 2, 2 of 2. Skip second one now on the Be Right Back screen. Okay, cool. Thank you, Eloy. That's the feedback I'm looking for. So, could you skip the first one? I guess you couldn't if you didn't hit skip to the second one. Cool. Any other feedback about the ads, let me know. I am open to the feedback. I'm trying to dial this in and balancing out the monetization and the frequency of the videos. All right, so I need to put Mandy's name on this. Surely I will not forget Mandy between now and next week, but Mandy. 1 on 5/28. Stick this little. I bought a bunch of these little post-it notes, these smaller post-it notes. They're perfect for like leaving little notes on cards and stuff. And not, you know, big post-it notes, and it just fits right on there. Just perfect. They're all kinds of different colors. So, all right, Mandy, putting that away until next week's stream. And if you win next week, then I will be sending you 2 things versus just the 1 thing. So Seth said, I didn't see an ad, but I have YouTube Premium. Flyboy says, I have Premium, never saw an ad. Eloy said, skip the second one now on the Be Right Back. Okay, I saw that already. Just Be Right Back stream for me. Seth said, I skipped the first one. Okay. I just got the ad after you got back. Oh, that's funny, Mandy. Mandy's all out of rhythm with the ads. You're getting all the ads. All right, so let me show you. So these are all the cards I have listed right now. If you want to see what, like 200 cards listed, if you have these. Eloy, didn't you buy one of these BCW boxes from my affiliate link? But yeah, so these are all the cards I have listed right now. This little black dot that I have right here represents about 100 cards listed. So that way I knew, like, whenever I got to about that point, I have about 100 cards listed at that point. And so, yeah, between these cards and then these over here as well, these are all the cards I have listed for, yeah, the big Mayhem sale. And so excited. Oh, and then I have my Japanese cards. I have my Japanese cards are in a different box. So these are all my English cards and kind of I actively process out of this. And then my Japanese cards in one piece are in the other one. So I have 2 of these gray ones that work out great. So Brandon said, if you buy slab bags, they are perfect for holding multiple bags and easy to ship with them. Also energy cards for writing people's names. You can also sign it for people too. Oh yeah. I actually do have some slab bags from Vault X. I think that's the company I bought them from. Eloy said, yes, sir, I did. So Eloy, give me your honest review of the BCW box. Did you buy a bunch of the clear acrylic dividers as well? I mean, even today as I was listing cards, the ability to change the size of the compartments in this BCW box, I'm not trying to sell people on it. I'm really not. But when I find a product that makes my life easier, oh, he says he needs to buy the dividers next. Yeah, just because it comes with two that match the box, but these extras, I think I got like 20 of them, and they're just so good. And and you can see through them, like as you can imagine, like right here, you can see I have my T divider. If that was a solid color and I couldn't see through it, I wouldn't be able to tell what that divider right there said. And so I like the clear because I can easily look down the body of the box and see what's in each compartment. So it's fantastic. Highly recommend. Been using the 2 it came with. Yeah. All right, guys. So here's what I kind of have cooking so far. And even today, as I was listing some cards, I pulled some out. And my son. Can I just talk about how awesome my son is? He's 20 years old, but he found some hangers at Target last night. He said, "Dad, I want you to rip this on your 1,000 subscriber live stream to celebrate." And so he bought me a pack to rip next week on the stream just for me, so I can celebrate. And so that kid is so thoughtful, so thoughtful. He's his mother's child for sure. Absolutely for sure, his mother's child. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking for next week. Oh yeah, Seth, you've met him. That's right. Okay, so in the first drawing next week, we've got some base set goodness. We'll call it the base set goodness drawing, and I've got a base set Farfetch'd and then a jungle Mankey, and so it's kind of like some of the earlier vintage. We'll call it vintage. We'll call it a vintage drawing. And so these two cards will be the very first drawing. And they're both, I would say, oh yeah, base set and then Jungle Unlimited. I would say they're both moderately played. I wrote on the penny sleeve on them. Not on the card, so that's not on the card. So that'll be the first drawing next week. Farfetch'd and Mankey, both kind of just some vintage goodness. And then the next lot will be stamped goodness. I've got a Lucario Cosmos Hollow Scarlet and Violet and a Tyranitar Paldea Evolved stamped Scarlet and Violet era Paldea Evolved. So that'll be lot number 2. That'll be drawing number 2 next week. Somebody getting a pair of those cards. And then a lot of the cards after that are going to be well, not a lot, but then I have all of these to give away. And so I've got 5 of the sealed promos, Prismatic Evolution, basically evolutions from Prismatic Evolution, Jolteon, Flareon, Espeon, Glaceon, and Leafeon. So I'm going to keep those sealed. If you get them and you want to unseal them, then so be it. But they all have the Prismatic Evolution stamp on them. And so we'll give those all away individually. Mike says, "Oh, don't tell TJ to see that T-Tar." All right, I'll keep it quiet. Keep it quiet. So all those, and then the rest of these, the big one, we got to give this. We're definitely giving this away. Mandy sent that in, and super excited. So that'll be given away towards the end of the evening. Someone can get the Shroodle that Mandy sent in. Oh, my wife's giving me googly eyes because I was talking good about her son. All right, my favorite card from Perfect Order is not a high value card, but it is my favorite card, and I want one of you to have it and know that it's one of Alan's. Hey, what's up, Nick? Oh yeah, you got to use the emoticon. That's right. Retro Mike gifted you a sub last week. I forgot about that. So yeah, my favorite card from Perfect Order is this Talonflame, and so I want one of you lucky people to have that. And so we're going to give that away next week. And then these are probably the two highest value items that I have that I'm going to give away next week. One is the Mega Evolution stamped Bulbasaur. I think its current value is around $30–35, and it'll go up with the value with Mayhem tomorrow. But yes, this is going to be a great one to give away that I want one of you to make a great home for it. And then this is going to probably be the last one of the night. Because it's the most special to me. No offense to Mandy, you giving out. Next Thursday night, 7 o'clock. It's going to be the same time, same channel, same bat channel. My very first card that I ever bought, Pokemon card, when I started this journey, is this Gem Mint 10 graded Hisuian Zoroark V-Star. And I have a raw copy of that exact same card. And I'm going to give that away to one of you lucky folks next week. And so the artwork on this card, to me, if I could blow this up, 8x10 and put it on my wall, I would. I just absolutely love that artwork so very much. And so that's probably going to be the final giveaway next week. And again, if someone doesn't enjoy it as much as I do and you sell it, so be it. But I want someone to have it, and we're going to give them away. It's going to be fantastic. So we got the 2 vintage cards. I'm going to read chat here in a second. We've got the stamped goodness, the Scarlet and Violet stamped era cards. So that's 1 giveaway, 2 giveaways. The Talonflame will be 3. The Bulbasaur will be 4. Hiswan Zoroark 5, and then we got 5 sealed cards we're giving away, and then we have the tag graded card that Mandy sent. So that's 11 so far, and I'm probably going to throw some more stuff in before next week. I also have my Pokemon Center order coming in tomorrow actually, and so I don't know, maybe I'll rip some of those packs on stream too, and maybe I'll give something away. I don't know. I'm still thinking through, but I want it to be enough where you guys enjoy it. I want it to be enough where multiple people get things and we spread the love as much as we can. And again, as I get bigger, as more monetization comes in, maybe we can give away even bigger and better things when we hit those next milestones of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 subscribers. And so super excited for all that. Jennifer, the best wife in the biz. Absolutely. She's the best part of me for sure. Giveaway is next Thursday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Lori will go crazy with that Bulba. I will make sure she's here, Brandon, to spread the word. I'm going to post it on my YouTube post every day this week, all 7 days leading up to it. So I want everyone to know that's a subscriber or that it's coming. I want to get as many folks in here as I can. I want the Talonflame or the Bulbasaur. Yeah, that Talonflame. I actually have 3. I actually have another copy of that Talonflame. Actually, you know what? I think I have it right here next to the other. If so, I'll just throw it in there, so that maybe you'll have 2 chances to win the Talonflame. Let's see here. Yep, here's the other copy of it. So that's 12 drawings. Thank you, Mandy, for reminding me of that. I forgot that I had picked that up. So yeah, I got another copy here. So let me put it in the right spot here in the drawings. There it is. 12 drawings next week. 12 drawings. Amazing. Let's see here. White Fox says, you know, we're old when I was thinking same bat channel before you said it. Yes, same bad time, same bad channel. Hey, what's up, Zach? Welcome to the channel, man. Hey, Perfect Chaos LLC. What's up, guys? Welcome. Yeah, I was just showing all the different... Hey, Zach. Hey, Perfect. Hope your evening's going well. Oh, thanks. Yeah, Nick. Look at Nick saying hi to everybody for us. That's a good member of the channel right there. Yeah, and so we also have a... Let me do this in the chat just so you guys can see that. But yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel and you're new here, I just got monetized just this last week. Here, let me close these blinds real quick. I'll be right back. It's that time of day where it's getting darker outside and everybody can see what's going on in here, and they're like, why is that guy talking to a screen? Maybe they just think I'm on a Zoom call or something. Yeah, I just got monetized this week, and so that means we got 1,000 subscribers, and so excited to next Thursday from 7 p.m. Central to 9 p.m. Central, or maybe we'll go longer. Maybe the celebration will go into the wee hours of the morning. I doubt it, but maybe. But yeah, we're going to give away about a dozen different things, and maybe I'll throw a few more things in there if I can maybe accumulate a few more things this week. But yeah, excited to give some stuff away to the community. That'll make me a busy Friday trying to, well, I don't know. Depends on when everybody emails me their addresses and the screenshots. But Cameron, what's up, man? Yes, I have all my cards for Mayhem listed. They're all right here in my BCW box. All the ones with tabs sticking up there, they're all listed. So I need to buy some more cards. I anticipated one of my sellers reaching out to me today with another lot, but didn't hear from them. So I listed all that I could. Well, I mean, I still have some bulk cards I could probably list, but this will keep me busy enough. And this is about $350 worth of inventory. So if I blow through all that tomorrow, that would be amazing. So yeah, I'm as ready as I can be, for sure. Hey, Cameron, I want to show you something. Hey, everybody, let's show Cameron the wheel. Oh, look at Jakovic already in here. Hold on. I'm resetting the list. Gotta reset this list. All right, let's show Cameron and the newcomers how this works for next week. We gave away a card tonight, and Mandy ended up winning it. But yeah, just for fun, !join, and watch your name automatically populate on the wheel, and we'll spin it just for fun. Just one last time for good measure to test it out. Wahoo, very nice. Locked in. I am about as ready as I can be at level 1. Yeah, you're gonna do great, Perfect Chaos. You're gonna do great. Yeah. Exclamation point join. Exclamation point join. Everybody do it. Let's make this thing make all kinds of beeps and bops and boops. There we go. There we go. They're coming in. They're coming in. Look at that. Look at that. When I first did this, I was working with the AI in Meld Studios to create this. It had like a rainbow, it started with red and then just kind of different shades. And I had to put like 50 names on it to see, and it was just this giant rainbow wheel. And I was like, I want it to be more of like my vibe. And so I had that kind of electric blue in my logo. And so I was like, what would be another complementary color? And so I went with like the purple and the blue and how they kind of fade into one another. So I think that looks kind of cool and doesn't look like a circus tent. If Nick wins, it's rigged. Retro Mike says, join. Man, Mike, you got smoked on TJ's stream last Sunday, man. You bought a bunch of packs to rip, and you did not get good luck with that. All right, so in the bottom left-hand corner, it says 11 entries. I like it. I like it. So this thing I think I can get up to 50 entries on here. I think is how it works. Maybe more. I don't know. I need to check with the AI on that. All right, and so then next week, what we will do, we'll call for this on everything, and then we will spin the wheel, and we'll celebrate with a little fanfare. Nick. If Nick wins, it's rigged, Retro Mike said, and then Nick won. Love it. Maybe it's giving favoritism to members of the channel, Mike, and that's your fault because you gave him the membership last week. Don't remind me of that 300. Oh, it was a $300 box? I didn't realize that. Sorry, brother. Let's spin it again for fun. Mandy. Uh-oh. That's twice for Mandy tonight. Okay, hold on now. Hold on. Mandy's won twice in a row. If she wins 3 times in a row. Okay, there's Eloy. All right, let's see some randomization here. Perfect Chaos. This is so much fun. I just want to spin the wheel over and over again. Brandon, all right. Brandon won like 2 earlier in the night too. Mandy again. Uh-oh, let's get another name, another name. Nick again. Oh man, Mike's gonna have to throw a fit now. Double rigged. Brandon again. Man, come on. I want to see. I don't know. I don't know how this works as far as the number of times it goes around. There we go. Miranda. All right. We're going to have some fun with that next week. We're going to have some fun with it. Literally everyone but Mike. Well, Mike, I used up all your bad spins tonight. When you come back next week, the odds will be ever in your favor. Oh, so Mandy, what I'm going to do is we're going to do the join on every single one next week. And so that way it's only people that are in the channel at the time that can join, if that makes sense. So throughout the 2-hour live stream, we'll do a drawing every, oh yeah, there's 12 drawings now, right? Every 10 minutes we'll do a drawing. And so, yeah, every 10 minutes or so we'll do another drawing. And so each time I'm going to clear the board, and then you have to rejoin every single drawing is how I'm going to do it next week. So look at that. Jakovic already joined. Let's see if it put him over there. I'm going to spin it with just Jakovic. Will it let me? I wonder who's going to win, guys. Oh, look at that. He came through. That's funny. Claude coded it to not land on retro. Yeah, I'm not sure what. Did it do it in alphabetical order? How did it populate the wheel? Was it just completely random? Yeah, everybody do exclamation. I mean, whoever wants to. Thank you guys for helping me test this out. Yeah, do asterisk join or asterisk exclamation point join. Okay, so that's alphabetical because there's only 2, so you could argue that it's alphabetical. Let's try to get at least 10 or 12 names on there. and see if it is alphabetical or not. Brandon, Jack, JK. No, that's not C before B. So yeah, it's based on, I guess, when it populates it. And let me see, who was the first one to go in there? Was it the electric blue? Perfect was perfect first, and then Nick, and then Cameron, then Brandon. All right, somebody else do it, and let's see if they populate into the purple after Z here. Yep. So yeah, it's randomized by when you type in !join. Whoever the most recent one is goes into the purple, the most purplest of wedges, it looks like. So I guess that's what randomizes it is when you, yeah, so then, yeah, White Fox is now in the purplest wedge. I'm going to give everybody that shows up next week a can of 0 sugar Dr. Pepper. And I will mail it to your house. If there's one thing I learned from watching Shark Tank, it's that if you go into the beverage business, the cost to ship beverages is very, very expensive. If there's one thing I learned from Shark Tank, that's what it would be. Yep. Well, thank you guys so much for helping me test that out. Yeah, Brandon, I don't know how many credits I have left on my AI with Meld Studios, and so if I have enough, I might could do that to say, yeah, can you extend the spend time? I think if you doubled it, it would still be a comfortable amount of time, but maybe add some more randomness to it, maybe. Yeah, obviously when I was building it, I told it that I wanted it to always have a random outcome. So for sure. Yeah, it was super slick though. I was really impressed with how I had never used it, but I got desperate because I was Googling, because I think in like OBS and some of those pieces of software, there's a little bit more robust giveaway system, because even Lori, when I was watching the stream after my stream last Thursday, and the gentleman that was running that stream, and I'm sorry, his name escapes me, he was using similar commands, the !join or something like that, for people to join the giveaways that he was doing. And then he had the random 48 card deck, and he was, whichever one, however many you wanted him to count down, you give him a random number, and he was going by whichever Pokemon had the largest number of hit points, which was actually a pretty cool idea. I thought about bringing that over to this, but I think this will be a fun way to do it as well. But anyway, I was really struggling trying to figure it out, because Meld Studio is still relatively new to the streaming world. And so there weren't a lot of like add-ons and stuff that were just like out there that you could, watch a tutorial or something on. So I kind of out of desperation started engaging the AI that was built into Meld Studios to create that element, and was just blown away. But then I got this warning like, hey, you've used 80% of your, AI credits. And I was like, oh, okay, this is how they're monetizing their platform, because it's a free platform. And so I don't want to go too far with it, that I get stuck in an iteration of it that I don't like, and I don't have any more Meld, credits to fix it, because I think that was like the 20th version that we're actually using now. Yeah, I mean, we could do it a different way. I just want everybody to be in every role too. I'm sorry, I'm just like processing out loud. That's what I do. I process out loud. Oh, I teased this earlier and didn't say it. So a buddy of mine, Drew, he sells Star Wars Unlimited on TCG Player. He was asking me if you use TCGtracking.com. One second. Flyboy says Deep Pocket Monster has everyone complete a Google form with their email address, YouTube screen name, and then he takes those YouTube names to populate a random name picker. Each giveaway he does, he adds more names as they come in. Yeah, that may be a way we have to do it eventually. I'd love to add giveaways to more of my live streams. I just, I don't exactly know what that looks like yet, both financially and logistically. So this will be kind of my first foray into all that. But on TCG tracking, there is a tool that's like in the alpha stages there where you can like try to snipe orders or snipe cards off of TCG Player if there's a price point you're looking for, and it goes, you get like an alert or something if it goes below a certain price point. And my friend Drew messaged me and said there was this card that's been selling between $200 and $500 that a guy had 9 of them listed for 49 cents on there. It was a Star Wars Unlimited card. And I was like, do what now? And so I went on there and I found it. And I said, are you going to buy these? And he's like, the guy just probably has them mislabeled, you know. And I was like, yeah, but I'll split them with you. I'll buy them. And if I successfully get the order, I'll send you half of them. So I bought all 9 of them and a couple other cards to get the order over $5 to get free shipping. I'm like, even if I sell them on eBay for like $20 or $25 a piece, that's a huge come up compared to the investment of like $5, right? Because they were 49 cents each. And so I placed the order, and within 2 minutes, I got a full refund back from the guy. I guess he must have realized that he mislisted them, because the next lowest listing was like $299, and I was getting 9 of them for 49 cents. But I was just like, oh, that sucks. I was like, I get it, but like at the same time, like I was kind of hoping he'd turn his brain off and mail them all to me. But he caught it before he sent it to me. So anyway, he refunded the whole order, which was a bummer, but I think it was, you know, I don't know. I was just trying to jump in when I could to get a good deal on something. So the Google form is only good if it's hundreds or thousands of entries someone can enter and not be live, or even better, the stream for a second. The join is good. It keeps people who are entered live on stream. Wheel spins or the free duck races are best for these types of giveaways. Yeah, he caught it. Yeah, Mandy, he caught it, and so did a full refund. So yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. I'm glad that he caught it. Like that, what a learning experience had he realized, because it was actually, let me see if I can pull up the card real quick. Let me see if I can remember. Let's see, he sent it to me in a, see if I can pull it up and show you. But it's, I guess Star Wars Unlimited does these serialized cards where it's like a numbered card. If you do sports cards at all, you'll know what I'm talking about, where it's like so many out of 250 or whatever. Oh yeah, so here's the card. So yeah, this was the card. And the guy had 9 of them listed for 49 cents. And so I bought all of them, and he caught it. So what is the, yeah, so the lowest priced one right now is $395. And again, the guy had 9 of them for 49 cents. That would have been a fun come up had I been able to figure that out. But yeah. So yeah, you can see over here on the right hand side, it's 0 out of 250. That would have been fun to get. That would have been fun to have. How the guy got 9 of them, I don't know. But yeah, and it's a beautiful card too. That's a really, really nice card. I love Sabine, her character in Rebels, and then in the Ahsoka series. Really, really, yeah. Again, I love Star Wars. So, and all the green spray paint for Hun. She's an artist, and so she always vandalizes Imperial property. So she'll go and like spray paint logos and Rebellion logos. So you can see like all of her gear is like very colorful and spray painted, and so you kind of got the green spray paint graffiti behind her. It's super, super cool. Oh, you know what? I never reset my timer for my water sprinkler. I'm glad I just remembered that. Otherwise, I've only done it one time in my life where I left the water sprinkler on as I slept overnight. Don't want to do that. I don't want to be paying those big water bills. So, But yeah, I'm as ready for Mayhem as I can be. And so how many hours do we have till Mayhem? Less than 12 hours now. 11 hours and 25 minutes till Mayhem begins. So yeah, I'm really proud of the cards I have on there. I wish I had twice as many cards on there or 4 times as many cards on there, but under the circumstances, I just kind of did these small sets of 25, got them listed, and got them on there. So we'll see. I mean, I already have some orders tonight. Yeah, I can't show. Well, let me see if I can show the screen. Mandy says she's listing right now. Let me see if I can show the screen without any. You go to the dashboard on TCG tracking. On the left-hand side, it is the purchasing opportunities. It's underneath inventory, and it says purchasing opportunities. It says, oh, beta supporters only. So I guess you've got to be a beta supporter. Available to see the tool scans millions of TCG players' SKUs, variants, and mana pool listings to find cards significantly below market value. Real arbitrage opportunities sorted by the biggest discounts. So how it works, it's a live price scanning. Check real-time listings on TCG Player. Compare the cheapest listings against the second cheapest seller and market data. Anyway, mana pool comparison, ceiling pricing, second seller validation. When 2 sellers exist, the discount's calculated against the second cheapest one. And so yeah, so it'll show you the card, if it's near mint, lightly played, whatever, the source, what the buy price is, what the second lowest price is, and then what the market price is, and then shows you from like a readout. Let me see. Let's do this. Right there, all that stuff. So yeah, so I guess example opportunities, and so I don't know that necessarily, maybe you can put like if you're looking for a particular card to snag at a particular price, but yeah, go check it out. It's underneath inventory right here, purchasing opportunities. So go check that out. And I think to be like a supporter, it's only like $8 or $9 a month. So go check that out. Maybe there'll be some opportunities for you to snipe something. Oh, Mandy, that's a good question. How do you see how much total inventory you have price-wise? Let me see what Eloy says. After Mayhem, I will need to order more shields and penny sleeves for sure. He added them to... Okay, so let me see if I can pull this up for you, Mandy, without giving away too much of my content. Okay, yeah, none of this has any personal information. Oh, got another order came through. Okay, so if you go to pricing, okay, I learned this when I was in the Growth Acceleration Program. If you go to pricing and you export from live, it's going to put a file up in an Excel document up in your download folder. Let me see. You cannot see. Let me see if I pull that over here. All right, so you're going to get a document like this. And you'll notice total quantity, there's 0. And so obviously this is basically every card that I've ever listed on TCG Player. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it's like I've listed 2,540 individual cards on here. But the first thing you want to do is you don't want to see any of the cards listed that are that you have 0 quantity. So what I do is as I choose the file, cell M2, and then I scroll all the way to the bottom and hold down Shift select the bottom. So M 2,540. And then in my formatting, I can't see it here because I'm not in full screen. But anyway, I basically list it from highest to lowest. So basically, it will put all the cards that have a quantity at the top of the list, and then I delete all the rows that have 0 in them, and then I just add up what my listed price is for that card, which is this, and you just add up all those columns, and it kind of gives you a brief, dirty understanding of that. So you have to have a little bit of Excel knowledge how to do that. But yeah, basically go to your pricing tab, and then do export from live. There might be an easier way to do it. Cameron may know an easier way to do it because he's an Excel wizard. But yeah, that's how I do it. Oh, thanks, Nick. Yeah, Nick says thanks for the video on integrating Easy Post. Motivated him to do the same. So yeah, export from live and then just start manipulating it. The one thing that I haven't figured out how to do yet is, so let's say that I had a few cards that I had multiple copies of. And so I just did quick and dirty math. So you can see, oh, it's a card that I listed for $1.50. I have 6 of those. I know that that's going to be $9. And so we're in the column that says $1.50, because that's what I have it listed for, I'll repopulate that with 9, because that's the value of all the quantities of the cards I have. So all the ones that I have more than one copy of, I'll just do quick math multiplication down there. And then that makes the number in the price more accurate. So when I add up the entire column that has the prices in it, it gets me a more accurate representation of the value of all the cards I have listed. Now, granted, that's gross. So if I sell those, you know, some will have shipping to offset some of the fees, some won't. And so that's the gross amount that I have. And so, yeah, you have to kind of do some of the math there. Yeah, I just put more money on my Easy Post wallet today in anticipation of shipping out cards tomorrow, so, or at least packing orders tomorrow. Let's see, I had another order come through. When was that? Was that just now? Nick, did you order something from me? Nick in here? This is a different, if your last name is similar to your username here, I guess I got an order from a Nick that came through, but may not be you. Yeah, so even my cards priced at the prices I have them now, there's already people buying them. I guess they're worried about, oh, this guy bought my Costco exclusives that I had. Okay. He must have been looking for that in particular. That is funny. So yeah, I have less cards now listed. Yeah, when I refresh my site, there's three less cards than there were before. Nick says, Easy Post nightmare was not easy though. They flagged my application as spam or something. I had to go through a bunch of extra steps to get it established and funded. Nicholas about to be doxxed. No, I'll make sure not to do that. To do that, click on the empty cell off to the right, do equal price quantity, and hit enter, then double click the little green square on the corner of the cell. Okay, so in the first cell that has multiple quantity, you can type that in, and then the green square allows you to drag it over multiple cells, right? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that'll apply to the whole column. Nice, equal price asterisk. So price times quantity. I need to write that little shortcut down. Equals. Yeah, I wish there was a way, and maybe there is, and I just haven't found it. Hey, Darkbite, what's going on, man? And or woman, as the case may be. I have about 200 cards listed right now. They're all $1 or more, or most of them are. You can do quantity times price in a new column and drag down subtotal the columns for total value of inventory. Yeah, there's multiple ways to, as we say in Texas, skin that cat. But yeah, at the end of the day, even if you didn't do the multiplication, if you're selling lower value cards, it at least gives you in the ballpark a general idea of the value of cards that you currently have listed. And so when I used to use that, pulling the pricing from live more often when my funds were a little bit tighter and I didn't have, you know, yeah, when I needed to know a little bit more, like, okay, what's my potential upside if I sell the cards I currently have listed, plus what I have coming in payments from TCG Player, plus what I already have in my bank account. So I had an idea of kind of like what my working capital would be over the next couple of weeks. So as I was planning out buying and things like that. But all the ones that are like from that document that you see, those are all potential sales. I mean, you still have to make the sale on those. So I don't like to count those chickens before they hatch, but at the same time, it's kind of good to know like, hey, what is your potential upside in the inventory that you currently have listed? So Cameron says, also Claude can integrate into Excel and do all kinds of cool stuff. You could ask it for the info you want and it'll run the calculations. Yeah, multiple ways to skin that cat. I've never skinned a cat, but I'm told that there's multiple ways to do it. So yeah, right now, Dark Bite, all I have is a couple hundred listed, but it's pretty much all my active inventory that I was ready to list. So I need to reach out to my sellers and look at all these Excel wizards coming in here. Pick an empty cell and try equals some product. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is what Discord is for too. You guys can do all the magic stuff in Discord. Oh yeah, then I have my Pokemon Center order coming in tomorrow, and base value of that, I know I'm not going to lose any money on those things, but was $363 and some change. And so I'm going to list those on probably Facebook Marketplace and get probably a quick flip on all of those. And so that'll be fun as well. To get that money coming back into the business. And then I still have this Walter Payton rookie card that's part of my business as well that I need to get on Facebook Marketplace and sell also. So once I sell through the Pokemon Center inventory that I have, I've got 2 booster bundles, a booster box, and 2 ETBs. Once I sell through all of that, then I'm going to sell that Walter Payton rookie card and dump all that into my account. Man, there was a lot that popped up. Yeah, I guess I had delays, Nick, because last release for Perfect Order, I got my order the day that they, like, I went to my local game shop, got the retail ETB, came home, the box was on my front porch, and then I had 3 ETBs sitting here, 2 Pokemon Center and the 1 retail. Then I sold the 2 Pokemon Center ones for a small profit. It wasn't as much as I hoped to make off the Chaos Rising ones. But yeah, this one was major delayed for some reason. I'm not sure why I got. Perfect Chaos says I got my PC booster box finally today. Very nice. Incoming Lori. All right, I got my stuff last Friday, Nick said. I think, haha. Oh, okay. She'll get here just in the nick of time, just in the Nick Ryle of time. We'll shut this thing down in about 10 minutes. Mandy, are you still here or did you go to bed yet? You normally sign off and say, you're going to bed. Hey, Lori, what's going on? Didn't get your notifications. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. Lori, I've been working on something. Does everybody want to show Lori the wheel? Let's clear it. Let's clear the wheel. All right, exclamation point join. Let's show Mandy's still here. Mandy, you're gonna have to stay up late next Thursday. A little later at least. Of course, you probably don't want to win the thing that you gave me. Exclamation point join to join the give. We're not doing a giveaway. I'm just showing off the wheel again that I'm pretty proud that works correctly. Look at that. It's got even like fun little beeps and boops and stuff to it. Yeah, I use Meld Studios, Lori, to do this. I think the gentleman I was watching the live stream with you last week uses OBS, I think, but I'm using Meld, and so they have an AI built into their thing. Oh, hour and 49 minutes. The music stopped. Start it again. Anybody else want to show off the wheel? Exclamation point join to enter the non-existent giveaway. Yeah, if you win the card I donated. Yeah, you can just like not, unless you haven't won anything all night and you want to win it, so you can't pick something from someone else. If you've once, no, I don't know. Yes, we'll figure it out together. Perfect Chaos said, saw you're in Tampa, Mandy, stationed at McDill for 5 years. Before coming up here to Ohio, miss Tampa for sure. Join. All right, let's spin the wheel. That's what it looks like. That's a pretty good spin link. Look at that, Lori. If I had, Lori, you win this half-used chapstick. Congratulations. Just kidding. That's not what you're winning. Anyway, so then we'll do that next week, and it'll be a ton of fun. I just needed a week to kind of get some stuff together because I didn't know if I could even do any of that, and we were just barely over 1,000 a couple days ago, and I want to make sure that, yeah, I didn't want to get that rigged. Yes. Normally people come to Florida from Ohio. That's true. Jakovic, LOL. Yeah, I was kind of nervous once I hit 1,000 subscribers. Lori, again, thank you so much for your help getting me there. I'm always nervous because YouTube does this thing where every couple of weeks I feel like they purge your subscribers. They take like bots or maybe people whose accounts have been banned and stuff away from your subscriber account. So I was like, man, I want to get at least, 10 or 20 over 1,000 before I celebrate 1,000 subscribers, because it would be embarrassing to be like, hey, we hit 1,000, let's do the live stream, and you do it, and then the next day people come back and they're like, hey, you only have 994 subscribers, what gives? I thought we did 1,000 subscriber live stream. So just wanted to get a little bit over that 1,000 number just to make myself feel a little bit more secure. But no, yeah, thank you, Lori, for all that, for sure, for sure. Hey, Lori, just out of curiosity, did you get fed an ad that you could not skip when you first jumped in here? And everybody else, have you had multiple ads? Mandy, have you had multiple ads tonight? Or was it just kind of front heavy on the ads and it slowed down as the live stream went on? Again, I want to make sure I get the ads dialed in just right, so... How much longer do we have in our super chat goal? 10 minutes left. 10 minutes on our super chat goal. But I don't think that we're going to hit it, but that's okay. I just always like to set one just to see. Lori doesn't remember. No worries. I'm just curious. All right, Perfect Chaos has had 4 to 5 ads. That's too many. That's too many ads. Hey, what's up, David? Welcome, welcome. It's crazy how delayed the live stream is over on my window here to the left. Even though the chat is current, I'm curious how delayed you guys are. Like what I'm saying right now, how delayed you are from what I'm actually saying as far as when you're typing stuff in. David, you always got the great questions, man. I bet you, like, in your group of friends, you're the curiosity engine. You keep the conversation going. Am I a fan of music? If so, who are some of your favorite bands and artists? That is a great question. I have a pretty wide range of answers to that question. I'll show you what I was listening to today when I was out working in the yard. I was listening to Tokyo Tea Room. Ever heard of them? Probably not. Good vibes. That song, There's a Place, fantastic song. I have no idea how I stumbled across this band. I listen to a lot of lo-fi. I think one of the like genres I'm listening to right now, a lot of, is like atmospheric synthwave kind of music. That's the kind of music I kind of listen to as I'm trying to work. And I mean, it's even music like this that doesn't have words and stuff in it. But if I was to say, like, I don't know if you've ever watched Stephen Colbert. Of course, he's off the air now. Lori said, I came back in and got a few ads. Okay, yeah, all right, that makes sense. Alan, say 3, 2, 1 now. When you say now, I'll send a message. Okay, gotcha. All right, here we go. This is the real one, Oren. Then I have to count after I do this, right? All right, let me get my stopwatch out. 1 second. David, I'll come back to your question. All right, 3, 2, 1, now. I'm waiting for Oren to send a message to see how delayed you guys are. That's a great... You guys are so smart thinking of all these different solutions for whether it's Excel or test. Okay, so 18 seconds delayed. That's not too bad, but the live stream I have pulled up over here, it's probably like 2 to 3 minutes delayed. So that's interesting. Like what you guys are seeing is not what I'm seeing over here. So somehow it's weird. I don't know how it gets so delayed. Maybe the ad slowed it down or something? You've always said you could ask what you wanted, but I'm here for it. So yeah, so it's like this, gosh, what would the genre be called of the music that I've been listening to the most? It's like electronic, atmospheric, like post-punk. I don't know. That's kind of. I saw the Star Wars Mandalorian and Grogu movie a couple nights ago, and one of the tracks on that soundtrack is called Shikari. It's a planet that they go to in the movie, and the vibe of that music it's kind of like a remix of like the Mandalorian theme, but the style and the vibe of it, along with the kind of the vibe of the planet. Shikari, Shakari is the name of the song, and I'm gonna mute it or it's gonna like maybe get a copyright strike. But that kind of vibe. So that's the kind of music that like I'm listening to as I'm like trying to accomplish stuff. But like if you're talking about Stephen Colbert, he has this question on what he used to call the Colbert questionnaire. And it's like, if you could only pick one song to listen to the rest of your life, it wouldn't have to be the same song. It wouldn't have to play continuously, but whenever you listen to music, this is the only song that you could listen to. My go-to answer has always been Clocks by Coldplay. The only concert I can ever remember going to, other than when I was like a student and we went to like church concerts and stuff like that, which in my opinion don't count when I was growing up. But as an adult, the only concert I've ever been to, I'm not a concert goer because a lot of times the drunk people next to me are louder than the actual people that are singing, and I didn't pay to hear the drunk guy next to me making out with his girlfriend singing the song I want to hear. It was Coldplay. We went to US Bank Stadium here in the Twin Cities a few years ago. And my wife and I went to go see Coldplay. It was a fantastic concert, except for the drunk guy making out with his girlfriend next to me. But, you know, we made the best of it. So I really do kind of like Coldplay as far as like mainstream pop culture. But then like sometimes when I mow the grass, I'm listening to 90s country. Sometimes I'm listening to movie soundtracks. Sometimes I'm listening to like 90s R&B. There's some modern music that my son listens to that I really enjoy as well. So yeah, I'm all over the place, place. See ya, Oren. Thanks for stopping by. I've heard of the band Album Leaf. I don't know that I've ever heard any of their stuff on purpose, but yeah, I've definitely heard of that band for sure. Switchfoot was a band I enjoyed growing up. It's a Christian kind of rock band. I actually got to meet them and hang out with them for several hours. We had them come into town for a concert back when I did youth ministry, gosh, 20 plus years ago, before they really hit it big. And they were super cool guys. It was a really fun evening. I got a picture of me sitting in a booth at Chili's with those guys, John Foreman and his brother and that whole crew. It was a ton of fun. Yeah, Clocks is a great song. I mean, I just like the energy of it. It's not too crazy, but it's also pretty chill. It's just got that good kind of driving piano soundtrack to it. So, yeah, honestly, my musical tastes are kind of all over the place. So, but yeah, right now it's kind of the synth wave. I don't know why it's called nighttime synth wave on some of the stuff. I mean, it is really cool. Like if you go to the Twin Cities and get in your car and turn on some of that style of music and just start driving at night through the Twin Cities, and the buildings are all lit up and, you know, there's neon and stuff on them. Super, super cool. So, all right, guys, that was a warm up for next week. So please set your back clock and your back calendar for 7 p.m. Central Standard Time next Thursday night. And we've got a dozen different things to give away. Maybe I'll accumulate a few more. No promises. I'm just trying to figure out like maybe what else I have that I could give away that would be related to Pokemon. and or trading cards in general. But super excited to give away some things and to celebrate 1,000 subscribers. My wife and I are trying to figure out how to get some celebration stuff kind of back here behind me, whether that's balloons or some balloons that spell out 1,000. Spell out 1,000? Do you spell out things with numbers? Is that how that works? But yeah, it's going to be a great stream next week. I gotta bring some cough drops. My throat's a little allergy ridden tonight. But yeah, it's going to be a great live stream. Can't wait to celebrate. Thank you, all of you, for helping me get to the point of monetization. So grateful. Good night, Mandy. Get some sleep. Thanks so much. Congrats on the win tonight, too, by the way. But yeah, come back. And I want to give away some stuff to a dozen different people, because we're going to make sure that it gets spread out across multiple people. It's going to be a lot of fun. But if you have cards you're listing right now for Mayhem, or have already listed all your cards like me, good luck tomorrow in Mayhem. Can't wait to hear all the success stories and the challenges, because inevitably you're going to have that one buyer that buys 70 cards from you, and you have to figure out how to get it to them. So we're all going to have that order come through. But another great live stream. Couldn't do this without you guys. Thank you so much for making this such a fun journey. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. As I like to say, my name is Alan. This is Flip House Finds, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Night, everybody.